What's up all, welcome back to the channel. So just a quick update on Subzero. So I've been working hard trying to make sure that the bike is ready for testing and all of this, and so I'll just take you through what's been done so far. You can see the black bolts. My bolts are finally trickling in. I still got to do a fitment test back here because those are still going to replace those with titanium if the bolt fits. So just waiting on that weight stuff. What I'm really and there's other little things, but what I really want to show y'all is what's going on down here. So I garage cut the bottom of this because I thought it would be easier to take this fairing, put it on or off. See, it's not the problem with the fairing per se, it's the issue is the exhaust. So this doesn't has a conventional megaphone where I can just take it off here, you know, put the fairing on and put the megaphone back on. You can't do it. So since it's connected here, I had to cut the fairing to be able to turn the fairing like sideways to get it up under the exhaust and then kind of place it and squeeze it over the exhaust. So that's some of the things that like most people don't think about, like the exhaust matters. But while I was down here doing all of this, it made me kind of think to myself, because I had all of these pieces, you know, it was like this bottom piece all the way down here. Now I had talked to a couple of guys with these fairings, and as you know, I already reinforced most of the stuff with JB Weld, epoxy, whatever. So what I'm doing now is Busas have an issue. I don't know of anybody having an issue with fairings blowing apart. I'm using where the radiator guard would go, or that plastic piece that's normally here. I'm using those bolts, and so I created a brace up here out of carbon fiber. I bought the Montgomery Motorsports. It's like a dash plate, but it's like perfect because it's thin, but it's still kind of strong. So I just created a brace to put here, so that way the fairings can't really, if air does get up under here, the fairings can't like blow apart. And then down here, I have a brace as well that I'm gonna put down here. So if air does come in here, even though there might be some flex, the fairings, the wind won't be as much where it'll blow the fairings and then hopefully not break the fairings at high mile per hour. So that's really the primary update. I have started the bike, what was it, yesterday, I think. So it's funny, I keep taking the bike apart, putting it together, taking it apart, putting it together. Some other things that I did was I put a piece of, I guess, tape on the windscreen because this was flexing, now it won't, you know. And then that's really, among like changing out bolts that's finally coming in, that sort of thing, I'm just addressing what I think will be an issue should, once I start the testing phase of this and dialing it in, you know, the street tuning and all of that stuff. Like, I don't want any major issues, stuff that I can catch. So at any rate, yeah, my exciting little 1441, it's exciting. So I just want to make a quick video. It is hard for me to make, you know, content when I'm constantly working and working and working. I can give you an update on my other 1441 though. So I'll just walk. Don't mind the drama because I understand I'm a big person. So here we go. So my other 1441 is sitting over here. This is my old drag bike. So what's going on with this one is I finally got the nitrous bracket in. So that's that. I installed it. It's sitting there. You can see the gaggle fuck of wires. I will get back to this bike eventually, but before I even do that, I'm gonna take the tank off because this is a 1.5 gallon fuel cell in this. So the plan is to send it down to Travis at Jaegerworks. You know, he works on H2s and all of this, but he's a badass welder. So I'm gonna get him to enlarge the fuel cell that's under there, because I did call Montgomery Motorsports to see if they had a larger cell. They don't. So talked to Travis, what was it, like yesterday, and he said he's gonna hook a brother up and enlarge the cell for me, so that way I can ride this thing on the street. So and that's really that's that. You know, it's so crazy. Like somebody asked me the other day about like the different motor combinations and stuff, and yes, you can have a 1441, like you can have 4 different 1441s, and there are so many different combinations where one will be more aggressive than the other. So take that for what it's worth, you know. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. I will update y'all as I make changes and stuff. That's my garage so far. You see bikes in pieces, but I am making strides. I'm progressing. And then the other thing is, we didn't start the turbo bike as of yet, because I think in between the turbo bike, I'm trying to get my wife's motor fixed. Which is the S1000. Now, I got a call from Marine to fix the crank. Is $700 and something. I can't believe I just said that, but yeah, we're gonna fix the crank. And then more than likely what's gonna happen with that is I'm gonna put that bike back to stock, and then I'm gonna probably get rid of it for something else. So in the near future, whenever I can get to her bike, I'm pulling all the nitros, I'm pulling everything off that bike. That bike will either be sold or traded, and then there'll be something new coming into the garage. Now, I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Part of me says, just get a Gixxer. It's the easiest platform out there. They have the most aftermarket. It's just the easiest thing to mess with. I did think about my dream bike, the Lamborghini, the V4S. I thought about that, or a normal V4S. I did speak to Evil Swing Arms about creating a swing arm for it offline, you know, and I know their thought processes behind it. So I don't know. I just know that bike, though, is probably going to be gone. And if you watch my channel, you know damn well whatever it is, even though it's for my wife, it's technically for me. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.